Now, I want to teach you about 5 things that turn a man on. It's very exciting for me. So let's just get started. Hi, I'm Jaki Sabourin. I'm an executive love coach and CEO of a company called Engaged at Any Age, and I teach women how to deliberately date and consciously create the man of their dreams. I married my own soulmate husband, Michael, after being single for 8 years, and I'm still on the honeymoon and passionate about helping you get engaged at any age. So let's just jump right into 5 things that turn a man on. I love talking about this. So ladies, this is so powerful. Okay, the first thing that turns a man on is you being happy. That's what turns a man on. A man is his happiness is really based on your happiness. If a man doesn't feel like he can make you happy, then he's not going to be turned on by you. When you're happy, a man is really literally turned on by that because it creates a ripple effect and it makes him happy because he's here to make you happy. The key to his happiness is your happiness. So make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do to keep yourself in that happy place in your life. Feeling your feelings, releasing your feelings, holding your boundaries, speaking up when you need to. Everything that you need to do to be authentic and genuine in your relationship is going to make you happy, because when you're in a great relationship, you can expand and just relax in life. When you're relaxed in life, you're already naturally happy. So make sure your happiness is a priority, because when you're happy, your man's happy, and it really turns him on. And this is how you're going to attract a man, by being a happy woman. Okay, the second thing that really turns a man on is you have to be really interested in his passions. So get into his passions. You have to show interest, because when you bond with him over what he's interested in, he sees you as a part of that equation. Whether it's sports, whether it's travel, whether it's wine, whether it's cooking, whether it's gardening, anything that he's interested in, writing, movies, you want to show interest. Obviously, I mean, I think this isn't obvious, but I'd like to really get into it because it really turns a man on to notice that you're paying attention to what's important to him, because that shows a sign of respect, that you respect what's important to him. And again, what it's going to create a bond between the two of you, and then you're going to become closer and closer. And I know if you're watching this video and you're following me, you want to be in a committed relationship or married this year. So absolutely show interest, and you know what, get excited about it, because it's what makes him who he is. And so start to learn about things that he's passionate about, and watch your relationship grow, and watch his attraction for you grow much faster. Okay, the third thing is, this is a big one, initiate intimacy. So this is probably after you've decided that you're exclusive, you're working on a future together, you've had those conversations. So go ahead and initiate that intimacy. Men love this, and it really turns them on when you maybe you're hugging them and you whisper something in his ear, like, maybe when we get home tonight, ... And or maybe you have a special candle that you get for him, or you have a pretty little outfit that you're going to share with him. But whenever you initiate intimacy, a sexual intimacy or just physical intimacy, men really love it. It really turns them on, because I think a lot of men complain about women not initiating, wanting the man to take charge in all cases. So when a woman does, that really excites them. So if you want to, reel him in, if you want to have a committed, juicy, deep relationship, then you want to be initiating as much as he is, because, hey, face it, we all like to be the one that's being pursued, and men love it. Okay, number 4. Appreciate and validate him. This is so important. Men love appreciation. They love to be validated. And what does validation mean? It means giving value. It means giving value. Give value to him by noticing and respecting him and appreciating him, because men crave this and they will never ask for it. They're not going to say, oh, excuse me, would you please show more respect and appreciation for the things that I do for you? No, they don't say that. Just notice the things they do, like thank him for opening your car door. Thank him for dinner. Tell him how much you appreciate it. Admire the work that he does. Ask him for help, and then make sure you're lavish with your compliments and praise. Men really do thrive on this because it lets them know that they're doing a good job and that they're making you happy. And if his happiness is your happiness and vice versa, then you really need to lay this on thick, because we all in life, life can be really hard. When we don't hear from the person that we're dating that we're appreciated, it starts to affect us. Just like if you reverse it and a man doesn't give you compliments a lot, you're like, man, I just dressed up and spent all this time and energy to look fabulous for him, and he hasn't even noticed, or maybe he noticed but he never said anything. So it's reverse psychology, right? You've got to use this on men because they love it, and he's just going to continue to see you as the one, which is what you want him to see you as, the one, because you really notice and appreciate him. Okay, make sure you stay for my freebie, and if you like the content, share my page and make sure you subscribe to my page so that you don't miss any more of my trainings. Now, my freebie is going to come after this last tip if you want a man to really, really, really be into you and turn him on. So this is a big one for women. I don't think they realize how important this is, but you want to encourage him to do things that he wants to do, because men are totally afraid that they're going to lose their freedom in a relationship. But if you establish right up front, you're not there to take away his freedom. You're there to support him in all the things that he wants to do, knowing that he has you to come home to, right? You to call after he's done. Men that go off and do things with their guy friends, they're thinking about you, they're talking about you, especially when you make it okay. Women that are jealous or controlling, that is just a deal breaker for men, because they don't want to commit to a woman who they feel like is going to take their freedom away. That's a huge fear for men. And so encourage him to do the things that he wants to do. And what he's going to do is fall more in love with you than he already is. And so don't be clingy, don't be needy. Go make plans with your girlfriend. Encourage him to make plans with his guy friend so that you guys can have this time apart. Because then what happens is it creates a lot more intimacy when you're together, because it gives you an opportunity to expand as an individual, and you come back together, you have something interesting to talk about, you have more closeness because you have that trust, right? Give him a long leash. Do not try to control your man. Men hate that, and it's the fastest way to turn him off. And this is all about how to turn your man on, right? Because you want a commitment, and you want to keep him turned on in your relationship. And I love giving my husband freedom. I mean, it's not up to me. When I met Michael, I was very clear with him. You have all the freedom you need. I love, he likes to ride his street bike. I love that he does that. I'm frankly turned on to see him on his bike and cruising around with his friend. So I really enjoy watching him watch sports. I love the things that he does, and I'm interested in those things because he's passionate about them. So it really helps our relationship so much to be okay with him doing things on his own. I mean, I don't have any problem with it. I think it's fabulous because I have my own life too, and I want my time to myself as well. So we have tons of freedom in our relationship, and that's all based on trust. And trust is the cornerstone of a relationship. So follow these 5 tips that really turn a man on, and it'll get you closer to a committed relationship and hopefully engage by the end of the year. Now, my freebie is I want you to go to soulmateiq.com and take my soulmate assessment. That's soulmateiq.com. Take my soulmate assessment. This is going to tell you what frequency you're vibrating at and how close you are to attracting your soulmate. I'm going to send you your results and then a feminine exercise that's related to the frequency you're vibrating at, so you can get further into alignment and fast track your ability to manifest your soulmate this year. I'm all about fast tracking, ladies. Doesn't need to take as much time as you think it does. Really, if you follow these tips and you start really paying attention to what I'm teaching you, I know that I can help you get to the finish line, because I want you to be a finisher. I want you to be in an amazing relationship like I am. So I hope this was helpful, and I'm just sending you a ton of love. Bye-bye.